Guys, welcome back. Coming to you from the beautiful city of Kingston, Jamaica. Whew. So guys, this morning I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video. It was a clip that someone had shared from Tasha K, right? So Tasha K says that a production company at the Sniffles, she says that a production company offered to pay the money that she has owing to Cardi B on her behalf. So she says that she even names the production company. I'm going to share the clip with you guys. But what Tasha K is saying is that when she had the discussion with the production company, she was like, okay, she's done with that. She's fine by that. And she, gave the production company the go ahead to reach out to Cardi B with the offer. And she says that Cardi B did not respond. No, she didn't use Cardi B's name in that video, but based on everything she said, she's talking about Cardi B, if I have my understanding correct. And I believe some people are saying that it's about principle, but while I kind of agree, I also disagree, right? Because at this point, because some people are saying, why isn't it that the production company doesn't give Tasha K the money and then Tasha K pays Cardi B?
I want this on the record. I had two production companies that came to me and said, we want to pay the money. So there needs to be a collaborative effort here. I said, okay, go to the other party. The other party didn't even respond. They put up $1 million, they put up $2 million. They said, make a deal. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. I went and got that money, and it wasn't even going to come from me. It was coming from two other production companies. These are facts. So for everybody out here, oh, Tasha broke, Tasha ain't got this. My thing is, like, if the money needed to be paid, it could have been paid. But the problem was they didn't want it from me. I mean, they didn't want it from nobody else. They wanted it from me because that would have financially crippled me. But, people that know how to make money know how to go get money. And when I showed up to the table with that money, lawyers didn't want to entertain the conversation. When somebody's saying, give me a number. And you know who offered the money? You want to know who offered the money? I'm going to tell you one person that offered the money. Shout out to Tilo from Now That's TV.
The thing is this, right? The reason why the production company wants to pay Cardi B on Tasha K's behalf, it's to have Tasha K in a legally binding contract. And that would be a part of their legally binding contract, right? And Tasha K is not about asking people for money. If you guys observe, realize, understand, and notice, she's really not about asking people for money. And I think that is very much admirable of Tasha K. So it's kind of concerning as to why Cardi B would not take the payment from the production company, because at this point in time, just close out the case. Just close it out, collect your money, because I believe that Cardi B has spent well over that by this time, and just close that chapter of your life peacefully. And I think this is one of Cardi B's problem, because if you even look at how she did things with Offset, Cardi B doesn't know how to close out chapters peacefully. And you have to close out chapters peacefully, not for the sake of those people. You do so for yourself, so that you don't have to be in a consistent uphill battle with anyone, not even the father of your kids. Oftentimes people would say to me, you and your ex still has something going on. and they can't understand the relationship. And I say to them, always leave your relationship while there is still good remaining. You close that relationship the moment you realize it's not going to work. It's a tough decision, but at the end of the day, that person will forever respect you, even if they're gonna rebel, even if they're gonna oppose, even if they're gonna try to win you back. Once you close that chapter with love and respect, that person will forever be grateful to you, right? So, for me, I can literally reach out to any ex and say, hey, I need some money to do XYZ. Their partner is the one who would have the problem, but they would give in a heartbeat, and they would come to my refuge, and they would come to my rescue in a heartbeat. And that is because when you close out chapters with people while there's still good left, that person will have respect for you. You will have respect for that person. So I'm just looking at it, I think that Cardi B actually loves drama. This is not about discipline at this point, because this is the thing. It's kind of a mirror reflection of Milagro and Megan Thee Stallion case, because while Megan Thee Stallion won, and while Milagro has to pay Megan Thee Stallion, Milagro has started a new chapter in what you call, what we call vlogging or blogging. Milagro has opened a whole new chapter because Megan Thee Stallion was saying to content creators, y'all are not journalists. And if you guys remember when she said that, I said, that's an arrogant statement for Megan Thee Stallion to make, because the truth is you don't have to go to college and do a course in journalism to be a journalist, because what is a journalist, So at the end of the day, the court basically said the same thing that I said from the get-go. I said it from the get-go. The video is still up. When Megan Thee Stallion was referring to content creators as wannabe journalists, and I said she's a wannabe rapper because her music is not good. So since she wants to be slick and call people wannabe journalists, we can call her a wannabe rapper just the same. And you see how Megan Thee Stallion, she's so irrelevant. My God. You know what killed Megan Thee Stallion's career, in my opinion? I'm going to tell you guys the truth. The moment she started collaborating with Cardi B. When I saw Megan Thee Stallion doing that collaboration with Cardi B, I said, uh-oh, she did something wrong here. Megan Thee Stallion should have waited. She should have released her album and then moved on. She should have put herself first. And then critics were saying Cardi B was throwing shades at her, and then Cardi B had allegedly said something along the lines of, she has no loyalty to a bitch, yada, yada, yada. You know that Cardi B's fans, they come at people, but I don't know when you guys are going to wake up to realize the truth of Cardi B doesn't know how to garner peace with people. And that's the truth. I think the only people that she might be peaceful with are some of the people in her life. And I think that the people that she is helping, because she talks about helping a lot of people, I think that she may not be always nice to them, but those people may have to just bite their lips. Because looking at it, it seems as though she just knows how to just, especially when there's turmoil in her personal life, everyone has to get a little taste of the turmoil in her personal life. If the internet has gotten a taste of the turmoil in her personal life, I believe the people who are in her personal life has gotten a little taste of that turmoil. It's so interesting to see things from this perspective and coming to the realization that she truly doesn't know how to garner peace. She genuinely doesn't know how to garner peace. She doesn't know. She really, really doesn't know. So what does that mean? She's going to always be in drama in her personal life with people and on the internet until she gets professional help and learns how to garner peace with people. Do you know how sometimes they say some people may hurt you so bad and you are encouraged to forgive that person and you're like, why do I have to forgive them? You don't forgive. And I remember, a friend once said that to me and I'm like, I don't have to forgive them. That was many years ago. And my friend said, you're not forgiving them because of them. You're forgiving them because of you. You don't need to be giving anyone that much of you. And I sat down, I pondered on her words, and I came to the realization that it's true. When you refuse to forgive people, you're giving yourself to them. You're giving them your energy consistently. When you could forgive them, move on. So when you close that chapter, it's like they never existed in the first place. And you consistently move on and you consistently keep looking forward. Keep looking ahead. So I want to encourage you guys to forgive, let it go. It might be painful, but it's your healing journey. It's to lighten that load off you. And when you forgive people, you're not going to forget, but you're going to forgive and you're going to close that door so as to ensure that person never gets the opportunity with you ever again. And that's how I treat people, I'm going to tell you guys this. So one of the guy that takes care of the grounds on the apartment, ever since I moved here, he has always been picking on me. Always been picking on me consistently. And I never once responded to him. Because he made a pass at me. And I was like, no, first things first, you're a married man. Secondly, you're not my type. You're genuinely not my type because I don't talk to men who are ugly. Absolutely not, honey. My man has to be in the face, a very handsome guy or a pretty boy, honestly. And he has to have perfect teeth, even if I don't have it myself. When I tell you guys that I'm a bit of a hypocrite, I kid you absolutely not. And I acknowledge these traits of mine. And I love a man who is highly educated. You have to be more educated than I am. Yes, you have to be educated more than I am, or you have to be on the same level of intelligence as I am. And if you're not, it's a no, honey, because I'm not going to be in a struggling relationship because if there's a communication barrier, it won't work. It will not work. 6 months, you're on one level of the scope. He's down here on the scope. You're up there on the scope. His level of intelligence is down there. And I was happy that I proved myself correct about this guy because he kept picking on me. And what is that? An obsession. And every time he picks on me, talks about me, I would always hear him. Always hear. And I would escalate it. And I would make reference to who was there and who heard that person. And until this day, I would never argue with that guy whenever he says any unpleasantries about me. Because the moment he made a pass at me because I could see his intentions and I knew that he wasn't a good person, I closed the door. So for me, he doesn't exist. Even when he's talking about me, he's not going to get my energy. I escalated. and I close that door and I keep it moving. I don't think good of him. I don't think bad of him. I think nothing of him. To me, he is dead. To me, he is dead. If I hear that this guy passes tomorrow, I'm not praying for it. It's nothing to me, because to me, he's already dead. And that is how we need to treat people sometimes. We need to close out chapters with people and move on with our lives. When I'm working in corporate Jamaica, there might be a few people in the work environment who I rock with, but if I retire that job, I don't want you to be calling me, texting me. No, because most times workplaces are filled with workplace gossips. She slept with him for a promotion, even when that's not the case. And oftentimes I see women who have put in the work, and it's mostly the men who sleeps for the promotion, but kill a lot of people dead. It's the woman who slept for their promotion. When the woman had to work twice as hard and she had to be overly qualified for the role. And I don't like to sit and talk with females like those. So when they put us in a WhatsApp group, I'll be in there, but you bet your ass, and this is why I always have a secondary number, you bet your ass, if someone takes my number out of that group and they message me, the first thing I'm going to do is to put in that group the message that you sent me, and I'm going to tell you don't do it again, because we are co-workers. We're not friends. If we haven't established friendship, and if we don't have the understanding that we're buddies, do not message me. Do not take my number out of that group and message me. I have boundaries, and you know who I didn't have boundaries with before? Family members. But now I've learned to set boundaries with them, and it's nothing personal. It's absolutely nothing personal. So I'm just saying, learn to forgive people, learn to close out chapters with people, and do so from a healthy perspective. Close out chapters with people while you're still good with them, and keep it moving. You don't have to be creating drama. You don't have to be creating animosity with people. But it seems as though Cardi B loves drama. She loves animosity. Oh, there was drama with this, drama with that, drama with this, drama with... Listen, I'm like Nikki. I may come in and I may respond to you, but do you see how Nikki's former bestie Akbar keeps going at Nikki, and Nikki's not paying her any mind, and when Nikki replies, she may reply with something, and when she does, it is factual, and she keeps it moving? That's me. And there are many other people who are like that. I don't have any time for the mess. I don't have any time for the drama. And this is why I keep my circle very small. I'm not going to do the mess. Listen, if I have a neighbor, even in the country where I was born and bred, my neighbors will never be tired of me. It is always my neighbors coming up to wake me up, and they're like, wakey, wakey, I haven't seen you. Or sometimes my neighbor next door, she will put her head over the fence and she'll say, how comes I haven't seen you and everyone knows that me, I love solitude. And when I tell you that I love solitude, I love solitude. I love my space. I'm a bit of a hermit. I love my privacy. I just love solitude. I love it. Sometimes my daughter comes around me and she's here day one. I'm happy to see her on day one. Day two, she's getting a bit annoying because she's an only child. When you have an only child, they are disgusting. They are disgusting, and they're overbearing because they're so damn spoiled. And day three, she's like, okay, mommy, you're tired of me. I'm going to go now. Yes, I'm tired of you. Get out of my space. I love you. I love her. I love her unconditionally. But I can't stand her in my space for too long. And especially when she wants to come. Oh my God. If she stays 2 weeks, she wants to change things, and she'll go into my drawer. She'll go into my closet. and she'll sneak away my stuff because she knows that most of my clothes don't fit me anymore and I'm not wearing them, and she sneaks them away. But if Willow is one thing about Willow is such a girl's girl. That's my grandpuppy. And Willow will come and wake me up and like, Nana, you need to come. And if I'm hesitating, Willow is going to put my hand in her mouth and she's going to insist that I come. You need to come and see what's up. Someone is in your closet doing stuff that you're not supposed to do. Or if my daughter is in the kitchen, my daughter loves to cook at night. She loves to cook at late nights. It's a Jamaican thing. A lot of Jamaicans love to do it. I don't know what the heck is wrong with us. And Willow will come. But what my daughter starts doing is to ensure she locks all the door so that Willow cannot come into the room. But Willow scratches on the door and she scratches and she scratches. And Willow is like, Nana, you need to come. Something is going down in your kitchen that you need to see. Okay? So it's true. I kid you absolutely not. It's true. But I'm just saying, just learn to close out chapters with people healthily. Do so healthily and learn to forgive people and close that door. Forgive, but don't forget, close the door.